All right, what up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. This video gonna be about the 4 agreements, chapter 2. I'm gonna go through like the main points I got from the book, and then, well, I got from the chapter, and then, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna paraphrase it and just go over it. Now, in the book, like I said, I'm just going down the line. I ain't going down the line. I'm just gonna hop all around. But basically, in this chapter, it's called the first agreement: be impeccable with your word. Now, that whole phrase, impeccable with your word, they broke it down in this chapter so beautifully, and I honestly like how they said this. It's very nice. It's basically, they broke down what impeccable means, and impeccable is without sin. But then they went in another level, and then they describe what is without sin mean, and then sin is just going against yourself. So impeccable means without going against yourself. And then your word, they use the word, they made word equal like a spell that's used, that casts magic, white and black magic, and that depends solely on the person. That is, well, they hold mood and they emotional state and how they're feeling and what their intent is with the word. So like I said, if somebody's more positive and just being like speaking love and high vibrations, they're casting like white magic with their word. And if they're using black magic, is because they cast negativity and hate and just all these low vibrational type of things. In the chapter, you express yourself with your word. Intent works through your word. Word with the right intent can set you free, or like a word with the wrong intent can really enslave you and just shackle you up with like whatever happens. So when you are impeccable with your word, you take responsibility for your actions. You do not judge or even blame yourself. They say sin always begins with how you reject yourself. And self-rejection is like one of the biggest sins that you can commit in just a self-discovery or just a self-mastery type of thing. Being impeccable with your word means that you are really trying to use your energy and your light to push in the direction of just truth and love just for yourself and like in the entire word. If you really love yourself, your actions will show through that. And that's something that like I was contemplating on, like even like in my real life, if you really love yourself, you wouldn't do a lot of self-harming things that you wouldn't do a lot of self-harming things to hurt yourself. It is not even like a physical hurt, it's like a mental hurt. It's like a you should know better type of hurt. It's like if I know I gotta go to work in the morning, why am I up all night drinking? It's like it's very, that's why, like, with me saying that, it's in a way showing that I'm not loving myself by me purposely making something harder for myself to do. And like I said, along with my regular life, it's like I'm making myself drink knowing damn well I gotta be working in the morning. It's stupid. It's like I clearly can't love myself knowing damn well when I wake up I'm gonna have the biggest headache in the world and I gotta go to work. So now, like I said, now my day for tomorrow was messed up because I just decided not to love myself and do what I have to do in the first place and just go to sleep, Next page. Many people have learned to lie as a habit of communication with others and most importantly ourselves. I believe that most, like I said, it's like not even the most, all people just lie to them. It's not even a lot of themselves. It's like people have a tendency like to dream, and I think a lot of people be enveloped in a dream and they end up ends up deluding themselves and start to really deceive themselves and think that some things are really meant to be when they're not. And like I said, that's how we begin to like to lie to ourselves. And like I said, people take just fat shaming, things like that. People want to lie to themselves and be like, oh, I love myself. But if you love yourself, you wouldn't really be partaking in a lot of unhealthy things that would prevent you from, living and being able to breathe and live your life every day. But, like I said, I think that's one thing that everybody's under is a big ass spell that they have over themselves. Like that's negating everything else that happens in the regular world. And next part is we commonly use word to spread our personal power, spreading hate, envy, jealousy, and even anger. One thing that they said is whenever we hear an opinion and we believe it, we adopt it into our own belief system. Like, let's take when I was working when I used to work at Dollar General. When I would come in there, like I said, I was a hardworking individual, and people would come in there and just tell me, "Oh, you must be like, you're a good person." I'm about to say, "You're a good dude." I'm about to say, "You work hard." I'm about to say, "You're gonna have a lot of money in the future." Shit like that. They'd be like, "Yeah, you're a good dude." And like I said, I think it's like personally knowing yourself, you know that even though, like I said, it was true, I didn't believe it. I don't believe that just because I think, like I said, I hold myself to a different type of standard. I know I can do way more than I do. And like I said, even though I was working there every day, damn near every day, people always would say that. And like I said, I think that was just a me not really giving myself the satisfaction, just not throwing myself a break, really. Giving myself a bone, what they really be saying, And just always, I always had the tendency to I keep saying always. I was extra hard on myself, and like I said, I'm always not still am. I don't think I ever will not be. I mean, I might loosen up every once in a while, but I'm always a hard individual on myself. I think that's just because of what I want and what I want to accomplish. But if I don't, like I said, if I didn't believe it, like I said, I'd be like, scoff or something. I'd be like, yeah, just like the regular thing where the arrogance. I'm about to say it's sort of arrogant, but it's like it's dismissive. That's the word. But yeah. People we love the most cause a lot of black magic in our life, and only the truth can set you free from it. And that's the truth, People, I about to say, the people you love will always hurt you the most. Like I said, you're not gonna worry about somebody that you don't know, really hurting your feelings and just really just crushing you. I about to say, I'm about to not back in the day. I know that in, let's say, the native land of Africa, back when they used to have like rites of passage and stuff like that, they would say like the boy would get ripped away from his mother because a boy being around his mother, he's more likely to, he can be deceived by his mother, he can be tore down by his mother, like with his mother's words. And I was about to say, I feel like a young man don't need that. A young boy turned into a young man does not need one of his heroes, just to come through and just speak ill with ill intent, just to crush him. And I mean, of course, it's circumstantial, and like I said, it's not just like a thing that people do, but that happens, and but like I said, don't change the fact that the idea that the people that you truly love are the ones that will speak true black magic into you is something that I honestly believe. Now, this is something I read in the book. Like I said, I didn't think about it, but people, after I read it, it made a lot of things make sense. It says, gossip is pure poison, and we bond through gossip. Misery loves company. That's what they said. And, I think that's why a lot of people just love, like I said, sabotaging. People sabotage other things. People just love to sabotage friends, family, and even like themselves, But that's just the way it is. I mean, it's gonna have to be like that to the end of time. But I think you have to be a smart individual, know when, and like I said, how to cut people off and how to discern, good people in your life and bad people. Like I said, because bad people are gonna gossip and just be speaking, and like I said, and like even in the 48 Laws of Power, they speak about the idea like a virus, like being around a low vibrational person that just gossip all day. Eventually, they will affect you. Like I said, maybe you may not recognize it, maybe you may not see it coming, but it will. Yeah. And then I think the last note I got from this chapter was becoming impeccable with your word gives you the immunity from anyone putting you into the negative, putting a negative spell on you. Now, I think this is something I really liked was, like I said, when being able to just to be impeccable with your word and not speak negativity out of your mouth and not even to yourself, you will accomplish a lot. It's not with yourself, it's just with people, period. Like I said, it's like a standard type of thing. Standards here to protect you. I think I'm pretty sure. No, let me start saying pretty sure. Sinful P said it. Standards are always gonna be here to protect you. And if you speak negative, you speak positive, and that's your main way of speaking. You're gonna turn off a lot of negative people, and like I said, you're gonna attract a lot of negative people as well. Because people gonna try to steal your magic, shit like that. But people that speak positive, like I said, and only speak positive about what they want to do with their life, with just people, they're always like, it's like a force field will be like built up around them on negative spells, against negative spells, But people always, positive people, or just, let me say, just more aware people. Like I said, you have to be aware before you do anything or to do anything. Being aware will allow you to sidestep a lot of just haters and just negative entities and all type of things from ever attacking you. Like I said, first you aware. Like I said, it's like what they say. It was like, basically, you can't solve a problem without knowing if there is a problem. So if you can find that there's a problem and you can sidestep the problem, you will do so. So that's what I honestly believe. But yeah, I think that's the main thing I got from chapter 2. Be impeccable with your word. Don't speak negative about people. Don't speak negative about yourself. Honor your word. Respect it. Don't ever neglect it. Don't ever discount it. Yeah, that's all I got for this chapter. I'm gonna come back for chapter 3. Don't take anything personal. And I like this chapter. I think I like this whole book, but yeah, I'm gonna go through the rest of these chapters. I gotta finish the book today, and then I'm gonna start a new one. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoy, comment. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, comment. All in all, I just started a conversation. I want to talk to people. I want to speak to the comments, have a real conversation. But thank you for watching. Everybody have a good day.